At 5:42 a.m., the Bahamian horizon isn't awake yet. The ocean breathes in slow waves against pale sand, and the wind carries the faint smell of salt and fruit trees. In the dim light, you see a figure standing barefoot in warm soil. No cameras. No entourage. Just a man closing his eyes, taking a deep breath. He exhales slowly, as if releasing the weight of another world. He is 61. His name is Lenny Kravitz. And what you're about to hear might change how you wake up tomorrow. Forever. You've seen the photos. The 8-pack that goes viral every summer. The skin that looks decades younger than the birth certificate. The energy on stage that feels almost unfair. Interviewers stumble through the same question every time. How? Forget miracle genetics. Forget secret surgeries. Lenny's secret is built on 4 habits. Habits so simple, you could start them tomorrow, yet so consistent they've become the invisible engine of his ageless body and mind. Over the next couple of hours, you're going to walk through each habit in cinematic detail. You'll hear the science that backs them up. The micro-stories from Lenny's life that make them stick, and the tiny tweaks you can steal starting today. By the end, breakfast, bedtime, and even silence itself will never look the same to you again. Picture this. 5:45 a.m., first light kisses the horizon. The world is still sleeping. Most people are reaching for their phones, checking notifications, flooding their nervous systems before they've even had water. But not here. Not this man. Lenny steps into the earth barefoot. The soil is still warm from yesterday's sun. Coconut palms sway overhead, whispering with the wind. He calls this moment the reset. 10 to 15 minutes. No phone, no playlist. No distractions. Just breathing in rhythm with the waves, counting heartbeats, and letting his senses pull him into the present. Most people hear meditation and imagine sitting cross-legged for an hour, chanting mantras. Lenny's version is brutally simple. Eyes closed, inhale deeply, listen to the birds, the water, the wind. That's it. Why would a rock star choose silence over sound? Because stress ages us faster than sugar, faster than UV rays, faster even than sleep deprivation. Cortisol, the stress hormone, when left unchecked, tells your body to store fat, slows repair, and clouds focus. It's like rust for your cells. Lenny's antidote? Intentional stillness. A deliberate nervous system reset before the day can hijack his biology. And here's the kicker. The science backs it up. Studies show just 10 minutes of mindful breathing each morning lowers cortisol levels for the entire day. Your blood pressure drops. Your brain flips from fight or flight into repair and rebuild. It's not woo-woo, it's wiring. Tomorrow morning, before you check a single notification, try this. Roll out of bed. Stand by an open window. Close your eyes. Breathe like the world is on pause. Do it for 7 days. At first, you'll notice nothing. Then, suddenly, you'll feel it. The background tension you didn't even know you were carrying will dial down. Subtle at first. Then unmistakable. If you want more powerful insights like this, hit subscribe right now so we can keep sharing these life-changing stories. Habit 1. Dawn silence. Lenny calls it building the anchor. In a life of chaos, tour buses, flashing lights, screaming crowds, this is his daily non-negotiable. He tells a story about a hotel in Tokyo. Jet-lagged. 3 hours of sleep. Interviews stacked back to back. Instead of reaching for coffee or scrolling his schedule, he went to the tiny hotel balcony, closed his eyes, and stood in the cold morning air. 5 minutes, just breathing. He said the entire day flipped. That single choice created enough calm to carry him through 18 hours of noise. This is what most people don't get. Silence isn't absence. It's fuel. When you start your day with stillness, you're teaching your body that you are safe. And when the body believes it's safe, it prioritizes healing, digestion, and hormone balance over survival mode. That's why Lenny looks like he's aging backward. His biology starts each day believing it's not at war. You don't need a Bahamian farm. You don't even need a balcony. You need 10 minutes. No phone, no input. Just air. Habit 2. Living food when the sun breaks the tree line. Habit 2 comes alive literally. Lenny steps into his garden, barefoot again, moving between rows of papaya, mango, soursop. His hands brush over spinach leaves and ginger roots. Whatever is ripe goes straight into his blender. No protein powders, no additives, just raw living plants. He's been carrying the same champion juicer for decades. Tour buses, movie sets, hotels, it goes everywhere with him. His breakfast is liquid sunlight, raw enzymes your body loses in cooking, vitamins that oxidize within minutes of being exposed to air, polyphenols scientists have linked to slower cellular aging. And here's the part that makes nutritionists nod in respect. That juice is breakfast. No pancakes, no eggs, no heavy digestion, stealing blood flow from muscles and brain. Just plant power straight to the system. Energy that rises like a slow, clean tide instead of spiking and crashing. Try it. 1 week. Replace breakfast with blended greens and fruit. Watch your mid-morning fog evaporate. If you're loving these powerful but simple habits, hit the like button. It helps us share this with more people who need it. Habit 3. Fasted movement. By the time the sun is high, Lenny is moving. But not in a gym under fluorescent lights. Not with chrome machines isolating muscles. He trains like a kid on summer break. Jump ropes slapping against concrete. Pull-ups on a beachside tree branch. Push-ups in sand so hot it forces perfect form. And he does it all fasted. No food yet? No fuel, except his own stored energy. Why? Because training in a fasted state forces the body to tap fat stores and sharpens insulin sensitivity. It's not a fad. It's evolutionary biology. We were built to sprint for breakfast, not eat it first. There's a story his trainer tells. Tropical rain out of nowhere. Lenny's mid-bike ride, miles from home. Instead of sheltering, he laughs, kicks the pedals, and turns the ride into a sprint race against the storm. That playfulness, that willingness to move like a kid. Why? His joints are fluid, his muscles balanced, his body resilient. You don't need an island, you need imagination. Swap 1 gym session a week for a park workout. A staircase sprint? A playground circuit? Your body will thank you in ways you didn't know it could. Don't miss more of these transformative insights. Subscribe right now and join a community that's rewriting what aging looks like. Habit 4. Radical recovery when the sun drops. Lenny's last habit kicks in. While Hollywood parties ramp up, he powers down. No alcohol, no midnight snacks, no blue light binge watching. Sleep isn't filler to him. It's the main stage. 7 to 8 hours. Room dark. Temperature cool. Phone out of reach. Why? Because during deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, repairs micro tears in muscle, and literally washes toxins out of your brain tissue. Miss those cycles and you wake up biologically older. Harvard ran a study. 2 weeks of sleeping under 6 hours a night triggered gene expression linked to accelerated aging. 2 weeks. Lenny refuses that trade. His sobriety helps too. Alcohol feels relaxing, but it shatters deep sleep and spikes cortisol the next day. He cut it completely, and the payoff is written in his skin and energy. If this resonates with you, hit subscribe and like. Let's spread these life-changing habits together. The thread that ties it all. You've heard the 4 habits. Dawn, silence, living food, fasted movement, radical recovery. But underneath them all is something most people miss. Environment design? Lenny surrounds himself with triggers that make the healthy choice the default. Fruit trees outside his window. A pull-up bar on the porch. Blackout curtains, begging for early bedtime. His life is rigged like a maze, funneling him toward vitality without requiring constant willpower. You can build your own mini-maze. Put a water bottle on your nightstand so hydration is your first motion of the day. Leave resistance bands near your desk so micro-workouts interrupt screen slouching. Place a notebook by your bed to dump racing thoughts before sleep. Tiny architecture, massive momentum. But here's the real secret. None of this is about abs. None of this is about skin. For Lenny, these habits are a thank you note. To his Caribbean farmer grandparents, to jazz legends and civil rights activists who paved his path, to the fans who still fill arenas, Every sip of juice, every barefoot sprint, every quiet dawn. It's devotion, not deprivation. What if you approached your own health the same way? Not as a punishment, not as vanity, but as a love letter. To your kids. To your art? To your future self? Suddenly that 6 a.m. alarm isn't torture. It's opportunity. Subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, so we can share more of these